Hey everybody, it's Luke with Figure Me Out. Today we've got the AIM 2-pack. We got the Scientist and the Trooper here. For some reason it's got the Avengers logo on it. I'm not sure if that's if AIM's coming back in the movie. I know they were mentioned in one of them, but looking at the side of the box here, we've got the Beekeeper hat artwork, and then on the back we've got a nice picture of the Troopers. There's a read-up if you want to read that here. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open and take a look at these figures up close. And here we are out of the package, and taking a look at them and all their accessories here. I really do like this pack a lot. It reminds me a lot of the Hydra 2-pack they did earlier this year. Got kind of a reused AIM soldier. I've seen him before. But this guy's fairly new. He does use some reused parts, but I think that they're reused well on this. So first off, let's just look at all the accessories that it came with, because these things came with a ton of accessories. We've got this gun right here, which is the same one that we saw previously with that other guy. Got this other futuristic looking blaster, pistol, water gun looking thing. Again, AIM on the side there, just in case you forgot who was shooting at you. It's AIM. And that's that same Tommy gun looking kind of thing that we've seen before. It's another gun, again, AIM. In addition to that, we also get this backpack type deal. So we also get this little black and yellow gun here in the side. And we get a little boot knife as well. There's also a different color harness. That other one was kind of gray. This one's kind of brown, which goes along with the tone of the bandolier type thing. So over here is a little bit more gray, but you get them both in this pack. I like the gray one more for this guy and the brown one more for this guy, although he came with the bandolier in the package, so I'm thinking he's supposed to have that. So taking a closer look individually, with the Beekeeper here, not a whole lot of surprises. It looks really good paint wise. This time they did the gloves in black, which I think looks really good. I've actually got the old one here sitting next to it. We'll have a comparison picture at the end, but really the only differences are the bandolier is brown and the gloves are black, and the Beekeeper eyes are black instead of silver. Continue on the back, get a little number on the back of the leg there, which I'm not crazy about, but and I love this body mold though. This is the same one they used for Ghost Rider, I think. This is the same one they used for Star-Lord. Going over articulation here, with the Beekeeper hat on, he can look up pretty good. He can look down pretty good. Got some side to side, and maybe just a touch of pivot, so you can get a little attitude in there. Arm goes all the way around, got a bicep swivel. Double joint elbow goes in pretty far, and then the wrists are swiveled, and they're hinged to go down all the way and back all the way. At the abs, we do have a crunch that goes that far forward, goes that far back. There is a waist rotation in there. And with the legs, they kick out fairly far. They kick back not so much. They kick out to the side, about that much between the two of them. And we have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee. There is no boot rotation. I kind of wish they would have added that on this one, because I feel like there's a good opportunity for that with that nice clean boot line, but hey, if you got the mold already, why spend money and make it better? And then the ankles here go down, they go up, and they are having that crazy ankle rocker pivot. And looking at our skull gas mask kind of guy, looking all intimidating and mean with his face there. Yeah, I think it was Scourge that this was reused from initially. But I do like that sculpt. It's pretty good. It looks very mean and menacing. And the paint is clean here. Got the holster. I'm pretty sure this is the same body that they used for Paladin that they made earlier this year. I don't own that figure though, so I can't say for sure. Going over articulation, he looks up all the way. He can bury his chin into his chest. It's got the side to side, and then maybe the slightest amount of pivot on that. Arms do go all the way around. They go out that far. There's a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, and the wrists are hinged to go back and forward. At the waist, he's got an ab crunch that comes that far forward. It goes about a click back as well. There's a rotation at the waist. We have legs that kick forward that much. They kick back not so much, maybe just a tad. They kick out pretty, alright, I guess. And then upper thigh swivel, it's kind of hidden by this on this side, but you can see it more clearly on that side. Double jointed knees, they go pretty much all the way in. This one again is a little hindered by that, but I think that, you know, that wasn't there. And you can take that off if you wiggle it and are careful with it, because it's just a floating piece. We got a boot cut on this guy, which I love, and then we've got the ankles that go down. They pivot back up, and they've got a crazy pivot on them. And one thing I haven't really talked about yet, but everything on these guys is kind of interchangeable. So you can actually take the bandolier off this one. You can throw it on this one if you really want to. If you want to have that look going. Earlier I had those straps on there. You can put those straps on either one. It doesn't matter. And then the heads. You can actually take the heads off of these guys. And you can pop these other heads on, which I didn't talk about yet either. But the other head, I'm pretty sure that's the same one that came with that Paladin figure again. But you can put it on either one. I think it kind of looks good on this guy. It's like he's got his beekeeper hat off. You know, you could kind of hold that or something. Like he's on like a smoke break or something. And then you do get a second beekeeper hat. So you can have, you know, the one, and then I guess the two. It does, well, I say it fits on there, and of course now it doesn't want to. Yeah, so the beekeeper hat does fit on there. Okay, I guess. It's a little snug. Really, I think this beekeeper hat, the second one they gave with it, was actually for that original AIM trooper, so that you can have them match a little more closely. Take that silver off and give him the black hat as well. Maybe this thing's just tight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you can have two in the hats, the black hats, if you really wanted to. And for comparison, here's our new one next to our old one. And you can see this is the old one, there's the new one. Slight differences, a little bit of paint, that's pretty much it. The mold on these two guys is exactly the same. And since they're comic based, here's them next to a comic Captain America. This is my favorite comic Captain America that I own, which is from that 3-pack from Target a few years ago, the one with Radioactive Man and Miss Marvel. I just love that Steve Rogers for some reason. I think it looks really good, it's really sharp. I really like that body mold a lot. I wish they'd kind of bring that back a little bit. I know a lot of people hated that for some reason, but I've always been a fan of this body mold. Maybe it's just me. It just looks really like comic booky and cartoony and like bulky in all the right ways. It looks good to me. And here they are next to the Vintage Wave Pizza Spider-Man. And maybe these guys are a little tall, because Spidey even looks a little short here. And here they are next to Scourge, and at first I kind of thought these two might share the same body, but looking at them now, there's no way. This one's a lot shorter than this one. Because this one was on that movie Electro body, and there's, you know, a pretty good height difference there. And here they are next to the Hydra 2-pack. If you can have both, have both. But if you can only have one, I would go with Hydra over AIM. So that's it. That's the Marvel Legends AIM 2-pack. What do you guys think? I think it's you know, it's a pretty good pack. As far as if it's going to go on the shelf or in a bin or in the coffee table, these guys have actually already been sitting on my coffee table for about a week now. So if that tells you anything, they're on my coffee table. It's a great pack. Even if you know, like I said, I like that Hydra pack better, but these guys are just a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to pose around and have your superheroes beaten up on. If you get a chance, you know, go ahead and pick it up. But hit like, hit subscribe, and if you you know, want to, leave a comment down in the comment section below. And hopefully we'll hear from you soon. Let us know what you think. In the meantime, keep trying to figure me out.